Get up, you son of a bitch! Cause Pawn's drunk loves ya.
Keep it light, keep it light, keep it light.
Let's go.
Get it light, get it light, get it light.
Let's go. Let's go, let's go. We hate boxing. Punk Punk. Mr. Mocha. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen, on your way in. Smash that like, smash that like, smash that like, baby. Let's go. Good news, bad news, whatever news. I don't give a damn. Let's go, come on. Let's go, 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 let's go. You already know this is Pawn's Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho, a.k.a. Café Bustelo, a.k.a. El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this side of heaven. God bless you all. Yeah, man, a lot of drama, a lot of call-outs, man. We just want to see fights get finalized. A lot of call-outs. Everybody calling everybody out. But where's the paperwork? Where's the announcement? Where's the press release? Nah, I like the energy. A lot of people's paying attention to the sport of boxing. The sport that I love is engaging. The algorithm is hitting. A lot of people is into it. All the eyeballs. The fighters doing a good job in promoting and talking their ish and calling this fighter out. Xander Zayas, shout out to the unified champion, 154-pound division, El Boricua, calling out Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly out there in the UK calling out Xander Zayas. Also, we got the Vergil Ortiz, Oscar de la Hoya, Boost Ennis, Eddie Hearn, DAZN, the CEO of DAZN, Turkey Al-Shade, PBC making another run, you know what I'm saying? And leading the way in this side of the pond. We got Floyd Mayweather back in the ring this year. 3 times a year. They say, hey, yo, Floyd, you broke, bro. You know how easy for me to make 100 million? They call me bro. All right, let me get back in the ring. Let me see by the end of 2026. People are going to be talking about Floyd Mayweather being bro. That's how easy. That's why legacy reigns supreme. That's what I tell all these fighters. Yo, get your legacy. Because if your money is running low, or you having a hiccup financially, or you have go to bankruptcy, your legacy is going to lift you right back up where you should be, where you need to be, like you never lost a step. And I'm talking about that bank account. So this is what I always say. Fighters, listen to your boy Punch Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself, El Pastor de Boxeo. Get your legacy in order. I know that quick fix. I know the fast food. I know that fast, that fast. Let me get that quick, 8-figure purse. Not worried about your legacy. Not worried about your legacy. Ladies and gentlemen, money comes and goes for the most part. You know what I'm saying? But this is why I always say that legacy reigns supreme. That legacy, your lucrative legacy, is your generational wealth. But also you got to plant the seed with that. You got to do, you got the legacy, but you also have to do other things. Reinvent yourself, branding-wise, business-wise, fighting-wise. Reason why Manny Pacquiao, the 8th division world champion, 5-time lineal, 12-time world champion, the ambassador, the senator, the humanitarian, the greatest karaoke singer of them all. He could sit back for 2 years and come right back. I want a title shot. Yo, whoa, Manny Pacquiao just going to be sitting out for a year and a half, and he thinks he's just going to be in the... Yes, he's Manny Pacquiao. That's what legacy does. That's what legacy does. Yo, I'm Manny Pacquiao. The WBC ain't shit for Manny Pacquiao to be number 5 ranking to face Mario because he's Manny. If Floyd Mayweather says, you know what, rank me up, he will be probably ranked number 2 or number 1 in the welterweight division today. And guess what? I got Floyd Money Mayweather beating everybody today at the age of 49. Yes, I said it. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, I said it. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. See Manny Pacquiao still doing road work out there. One, he got the master calves, man. You know what I'm saying? Pause. I'm not trying to say that I'm looking at dude's legs, but damn, Manny Pacquiao's calves, like, damn. Alley. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I know there's a lot of people in the boxing community. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Shout out to everybody on X. Shout out to everybody on Kick. If you haven't subscribed to me or follow me on Kick, go subscribe to your boy Punch Run Boxing and Kick. Go subscribe to me on X, formerly known as Twitter. Go subscribe to me on Rumble. You know what I'm saying? We're going to hit every damn platform just in case if they want to shut us down on one platform, we're going to get busy on another platform. You feel me? A lot of people in the boxing community talking about and boo-hoo and I'm like, yo, man, I want to see that Vergil Ortiz versus Boots, yo. That's the best fight in boxing, yo. Man, shit is fucked up, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's Vergil managers for, yo. Nah, that's Vergil. I told you was ducking, yo. Nah, that's Boots Ennis. The reason Boots ducked the you know what I'm saying, the first 2 times is the reason why we at where we at today right now, because of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Boots fuck everything up. You know what I'm saying? Now, Oscar de la Hoya, man, you know, Vergil Ortiz, he wanted to fight. He's ready to sign for the fight, and it's your fault. You the promoter. You got to give the fighter what they want. You know what I'm saying? You work for the fighter, y'all. Lot of sides. It's funny reading a lot of people's point of view. It's funny listening to a lot of people's point of view. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I think everybody, you know, I did a poll. You already know, vote. I did the poll. Whose fault is it? What's the reason why Vergil Ortiz versus Jerome Boots Ennis is not happening? Is it Vergil Ortiz's fault? Is it Boots Ennis' fault for ducking twice that Turkey Out Shake big money fight? Is it Vergil Ortiz's manager, in which a lot of people is blaming him right now because people feel that it's not really Vergil Ortiz that had the issue with Oscar de la Hoya and Golden Boy Promotion? Because the last time we heard Vergil Ortiz in the interview, he's like, yo, Oscar's good. You know, they was baiting him with the Canelo Alvarez question. You know what I'm saying? You know that Canelo and Oscar and Golden Boy had an issue and stuff like that. And Ryan had an issue with Oscar. Do you have an issue with Mr. Hoya, Vergil, do you? Vergil said, nah, man. He been treating me good since the beginning. And now when this shit hit the fence, you got Vergil Ortiz Sr. Shout out to Vergil Ortiz Sr. Y'all already know I say fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing. He's saying that Oscar de la Hoya didn't call little Texas son while his health was in jeopardy and he was almost dying and stuff like that. But then y'all resigned to Golden Boy Promotions. Damn, if I thought y'all was cool with Oscar de la Hoya, but all of a sudden y'all not cool. Ever since the situation, just what was it, December? Ever since the situation, Vergil Ortiz suing Oscar de la Hoya. Let me tell you like this, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you like this, man. People don't want to break it. People don't want to break it down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. I know everybody's picking sides. Everybody's in the fog sometimes because we just want to see the fight. There's a lot of people in the sport of boxing don't give a damn about the business of boxing. I don't give a damn. I ain't no pocket watching. I don't give a damn what y'all signing. I don't give a damn about goddamn no contract. I just want to see the fight. I just want to see the fight. I want to pay subscription to the Zone and pay-per-view. Turkey I Shake told me I can't pay. He don't want pay-per-view, but goddamn it, I'll pay pay-per-view for damn Vergil and Boots. I don't give a damn. Just give me the fight. But it doesn't work like that in the sport of boxing. It doesn't work like that. There's more gossip. There's more business going back and forth. There's more chaos. There's more drama. There's more, you know what I'm saying, tweets than actual fights. And like I said before, shout out to all the independent media in the sport of boxing and boxing content created, because I'm going to say it like this. We know how to create. We know how to create. You know why? Because the boxing don't give us shit to work with. Boxing don't give us nothing. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Like, yo, we could talk about Gervonta Tank Davis. Tank Davis haven't been in the ring in a year. We could talk about Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford only fight one time a year. We could still talk about Earl the True Spence and match him up with a fighter. He hasn't been in the ring for almost 3 years. We know how to take a story IG post, a tweet, and make it a content, make it a story for probably a couple of days or a whole week. We are some creative mother effers out here. I know sometimes other boxing content creators say it's going through their phone, Twitter. What's the hell? Damn, man, ain't nothing in boxing. Shit. Damn, look at Earl Spence' toenail. Fuck it, let's talk about his toenail. Fuck it. He's back to work. That means he's working hard. Let's do a content about Earl Spence' toenail because look, it look like he working. Look like he working. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We make content. Hey, yo, they put like a 5-second clip. Jamal Charlo hitting the bag. Jamal Charlo. The hitman Jamal Charlo. Oh, shit. He back. Let's do a content. Hey, yo, what's good? Yo, Jamal Charlo, y'all already know, man, the former middleweight champion of the world. You know, he's coming back in the ring. You know, he back with Ronnie Shields. It looked like, you know, what you want to see him fight? You want to see him, Caleb Plant, to do that smackdown. You want to see Demise Andre? What you want to say? I'm telling you, it's hard out here in the street. But shout out to all the boxing content creators because we all know there ain't nothing out there for the most part. But this week, especially this new year, it's been a lot. Keyshawn Davis out there in Puerto Rico on the beach, sir. You got Ryan Garcia surfing. You got Keyshawn Davis out there in Puerto Rico swimming in the ocean and stuff like that. And they said that black people don't like to swim. Look, Keyshawn Davis, he likes to swim. He out there in Puerto Rico, huh? Keyshawn Davis calling out everybody. Where Louis Crock at? Where Debo at? You know what I'm saying? Where Debo at? Where Lamar Roach at? Where's Ryan at? Where he's calling everybody out. Bill Haney out there calling everybody out. Shout out to Bill Haney, one of the best managers in the sport of boxing. Right? Bill Haney saying first, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's a motor scooter. They all a motor scooter. We on all the motor scooter. They want us to fight Brian Norman. We got Brian Norman. You know what I'm saying? We calling out Ryan. Ryan is good with the VADA test? You know what I'm saying? Is he popping? Is he going to be clean? We want Xander Zayas. Motor scooters. We want Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis, he ain't answer his DM. Then he tells me that he want me to talk to Jay Prince. And I guess he was the businessman. I guess he ain't the business. I guess somebody else is handling the businessman business. You know what I'm saying? A lot of content, a lot of call-outs. Ryan Garcia said, I want Shakur Stevenson. Nah, I want Devin Haney. I don't know. Everybody calling out everybody. Damn it, where's the pen and the paper? Everybody calling out everybody. And the only one that's actually quiet, and we're talking to see what the hell is going on, Vergil Ortiz is kind of quiet. Very quiet. We seen Oscar de la Hoya speak. We seen Eric Gomez tweet. We seen Rick say his piece. He did a live. He's been tweeting. We see even Vergil Ortiz Sr. tweet, going at people and stuff like that. Y'all don't know shit. Y'all know y'all bitches and shit. He's going at people. Vergil Ortiz Sr. tweeting. But we haven't heard about Vergil Ortiz. Vergil Ortiz, listen to your boy, Mr. Moonshine. Listen to your boy. And I know, let me tell you like this, folks. I get my position. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that a lot of people, we need to identify who we are at all times. Sometimes sometimes we think that we're more important than we really are. And sometimes we don't think that our voice actually matters. You understand what I'm trying to say? Sometimes you think that your opinion matters, right? And it actually don't. But then there's sometimes when you don't think the opinion matters and it actually do. Right? And I've noticed this. I've met several. I believe that I've met most of the people that I needed to meet in the sport of boxing, whether it was a handshake, whether it was a conversation, whether we keep in touch, Happy New Year, Thanksgiving, happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed something. Punch Drunk Boxing is not that important. And I'm not just saying Punch Drunk Boxing. I'm saying if nobody this one, I know that I get when I get attention. People in the boxing community, whether they behind the scenes, when I say something, when they reach out to me. When they voluntarily reach out to me, it's because I said something right, that they don't want that opinion to be out there and create a traffic, you know what I'm saying? and for other people to believe what I'm saying and then take it and somebody do a video about it and do video about it. That's when people like to contact me. Contact me. You know what I'm saying? Dímelo queso colo. $100. Super chatty patty K. A comprar gasolina. I don't know right now because I ran. Are we good with the gasolina, queso? Because I ran and dando trompo right there. Boom! Y le dio I ran. Huh? Queso. Captain Orange, my brother Captain Orange is doing this thing. He's taking the president of other countries, jail him over here. Or you don't want to have a conversation. All right. Take him out. Take him out. He ain't playing around. He said I use A. Oh, all right. Oh, you trying to talk down to the little people, huh? Because we use out here 87 and shit like that. I can't even use 87, huh? I can't even use 87. Get busy, but let me say, but shout out to Cancer. Hope your health is good. Always in my prayers, my brother. Always in need of my prayers as well. That nothing comes up that's going to make things worse. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Hold on. La música de queso. ¿Dónde está la música de queso? Hey, la música de queso. DJ, where you are, my friend? DJ, Camelo. DJ, I love fucking music. What happened? I love fucking music.
He's rich. He got his own money. I mean, the boy has got his own money.
Dímelo. DJ Camelo, Alex Sensation, I love fucking music. DJ Cali, págame la música. Vámonos aquí. E85 is corn juice. It's 2.45 a gallon out here, and gas is damn, bro. Man, why you cheating me? Why you making me feel bad like that, bro? And I heard it's gonna go higher, bro. I heard it's gonna go higher, my brother. I heard it's gonna go higher, man. Let's get this pocket talk. Dev moves better than any other. Hey, yo. Yes, sir, Queso. Dev, hey, yo. Y'all already know. I told you the other lives and videos and stuff like that. I can't say nothing bad about Dev. Dev is moving. Dev been moving like a G, and you right about that. Dev is moving like a G. You feel me? Shit. Every time you try to criticize Devin a little bit, he humbles you, bruh. Hey, yo, ever since day one, right, Queso? Hey, yo, email champ. Man, he beat Joe Camboza, took that email, threw in the garbage. Hey, yo, the WBC franchise. Hey, yo, we haven't seen the WBC franchise ever since Devin Haney threw that shit in the garbage when he beat George Camboza. Shit. All these years, hey, yo, my God, T.O. Hey, yo, y'all ain't show up to the meeting, yo. You ducking T.O. Bill. You ducking T.O. Devin. And then there was a contract on the table for $8 million, and boom, DC from Lopez pulled down. People's like, hey, yo, you're going to go move to the 140-pound division. Is his power going to translate to the 140-pound division? Damn, he knocked down Regis Pro. He's never been knocked down. Oh, shit, goddamn. What about if he goes to the 147? I don't think in 147, his punch, you know what I'm saying? His power going to translate to the welterweight division. You know what I'm saying? Boom, he dropped Brian Norman Jr. Goddamn. Even though that I believe that Brian Norman Jr. was going to get beaten by Devin Haney, because I already said that Brian Norman Jr. is the most manufactured fighter of this generation. And ain't no pun intended to Brian Norman Jr., Brian Norman Sr. I know how the business work. I know what you had to do to stack that, the resume, but I always knew that was you ain't had a prestige amateur. You didn't have a prestige build up to where you got there. You didn't beat the champion in Bud Crawford to become a champion. So you know what I'm saying? I always said that it was manufactured. Devin did what he had to do. Devin didn't even have to give Vasily Lomachenko an opportunity. Devin Haney been fighting on Showbox. He been working with everybody. Showbox, Matchroom, Top Rank, went back to Matchroom, Golden Boy, Turkey, And now he got an offer from PBC. Damn it. Got to give a lot of shout out to Bill Haney. Because Bill Haney had already set his son not to be in slave contracts, long-term contracts, anything. And he puts his son in position to win, to gain the most money. He earned what, $12 million in his last fight. David Benavidez only got $6 million in his last fight. And Devin Haney doing his thing. Promoter as well. So when you see a Devin Haney fight, he's part of the promoters. Eddie Hearn and Sella and Devin Haney. Go check it out. He said Norman Sodas. You know I didn't think that Brian Norman Jr. was going to have a chance of being Devin Haney. I know Brian Norman Sr. He went to a lot of boxing channels and tried to sell his son like he needed to do, but he ain't no Bill Haney. And his son fired him right after the fight. Damn, this slow you motherfucker. Hey, yo, son, you going to fire me after that shit? For real, I'm your dad. You going to fire me? You don't see no damn T.O. firing his father? You don't see Devin firing his father when he got beat up a pillar of the post by Ryan Garcia. You gonna fire me? Oh, shit. But that's a good fight, y'all. It's still a unification bout. Rolly Romero versus Devin Haney, but we all know that Rolly Romero is right now desperate for that fight, and it's all right. Be desperate for the fight. It is what it is. It's still a good fight. I don't give a fuck how desperate he is, but it's still a good fight. Rolly Romero, after the fight with Ryan Garcia, said, I don't want to fight no Ryan. Let Ryan fight Devin. And he ain't even called Devin. I don't want to fight Devin because if I beat him, I'm going to get sued. Because Rolly Romero thought that he was going to get a Manny Pacquiao fight. That shit didn't fall through. Now Rolly Romero was looking at everybody's shit. I was talking shit about Turkey. I was saying, goddamn. Manny Pacquiao's going to be fighting Floyd Mayweather. Goddamn. They're about to mandate my ass. Devin. Ryan. You still want to fight? I mean, I got a belt. Oh, now you're begging, Rolly. Now Rolly begging for a fight. But it's all right. It's all right. You know one thing I learned about Devin Haney also? That Devin Haney doesn't take that shit personal. Because Devin Haney could be easily, you know what? You said that if I fight you, then I'm going to sue you. I ain't going to give you no damn opportunity. Almost like with the Lomachenko situation. Like, oh, I'm still going to give you an opportunity. You didn't give me an opportunity. Boom. I didn't want to take that top rank contract with Teofimo Lopez, but I take that Turkey contract with Teofimo Lopez. Boom. He calls almost everybody's bluff. But like I said yesterday, Turkey Al Sheikh seems to me that he got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And nobody want to talk about it because, of course, people who want their media credentials. You know, they got the affiliations with Ring, and if they say anything about Turkey or whatever, but I'm not saying nothing bad about Turkey. I just really think that Turkey got 1 foot in and 1 foot out the door right now. It's making a lot of sense right now, and nobody's really fucking talking about it but Punch Drunk Boxing. What are you fucking saying, Punch Drunk Boxing? What are you saying? Think about it, y'all. You got PBC offering Devin Haney a fight, and Devin Haney is entertaining the offer. You got David Benavidez versus Suda Ramirez, PBC. You got Keith von Tom Thurman, Fundura, PBC. Vergil versus Booth, the negotiation was between Matchroom Boxing. The last negotiation was between Matchroom Boxing and Golden Boy Promotions. Where's Turkey Al Sheikh? And nobody is talking about this, folks. Turkey Al Sheikh got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. I think he got tired of the sport of boxing. He said, Dana White, you take over. I'm tired of these motherfuckers. I give them money. They don't perform to the level of my expectation. They don't perform. Times Square, I rented the whole Times Square. The whole of New York City. Bored the fuck out of me, motherfuckers. I did the Japanese warriors, samurais. They bored the fuck out of me. No knockouts from, or Nakatani. Fuck them. Ortiz was to take advantage of me. I had one in Boots and Vergil. Boots ducked not one, but twice. Puss in Boots, motherfucker. You're the Puss. Get that fuck out of here and go back to Shrek. I think Turkey got fed up with these motherfuckers. This motherfucker called me dictator. Theo called me dictator. I still give him an opportunity, and he look what he do. He laid an egg in Madison Square Garden, sell out a crowd. Get the fuck out of here. Turkey, ain't nobody hyping Turkey out though. The performances, I mean, good performance from Chakor, but that shit bored the fuck out of me. Yo, looking at these calls, like I said yesterday or the day before yesterday, I said, shit, Al Heyman is making a run. Al Heyman ain't the one that sold it. I see you got to give him credit. I know there's a lot of haters of PBC, but Al Heyman did not sell his soul to the Turkey money and the PBC. They're still doing their thing while people would, oh yo, PBC is done. PBC is drowning. PBC is sinking. The PBC is out of business. It looks like PBC is going to take over 2026, and y'all can't deny it. Y'all can't deny it. Y'all can't deny it. We got David Benavidez versus Sudo Ramirez. It was supposed to be a turkey card. Fundura versus Thurman, 154-pound division. Let me tell you like this. Whoever wins is going to be a great, he's going to be the number one fighter for sure. They're going to be like Fundura versus Xander Zayas, unification bout, Mexico versus Puerto Rico, or Mexico versus Mexico, Fundura versus Vergil Ortiz, or Fundura versus Earl Spence out there in Texas. Or if Thurman wins, Thurman versus Earl Spence. Ooh. But Turkey Al Sheikh must be saying, what the fuck? Al Heyman is making a run for my money in 2026. I thought I got rid of everyone. I'd put everyone in my pocket. I'd put Matchroom in my pocket. Golden Boy in my pocket. Top Rank in my pocket. Dana White is in my pocket. This our ghost of Al Heyman. I've seen Bigfoot more than this motherfucker. He's making a run for the money. He won competition with me 2026. He won it. Y'all keep on playing. Y'all can hate all y'all want. I know this community. Y'all been desperate for PBC to go home. And let me tell you like this: Gervonta St. Davis is gonna be back in. He's gonna be back active. The Charlo brothers gonna be, they training, they're gonna be back active. Earl Spence gonna be coming back. He's gonna be active. I'm gonna tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, 2026, just like remember what I said, that 2026 may be better than 2023, but even in 2023, guess who took over? 2023 was the best the last historic year in the sport of boxing. Guess who's doing their thing? Yeah. PBC, Butter versus Spence, Ryan versus Tank. Yeah, Canelo Alvarez back in the ring. Oh, they're going to make a run for their money. But have y'all noticed that, you know what I'm saying? Think about this. And look, Devin was supposed to have a 3-fight deal with Turkey Al Sheikh, right? But you see the dialogue between these guys, right? This was Bill Haney's last. Well, let's show what was said first, right? This was yesterday. Rolly Romero said, yo, Devin, we called your daddy at noon. Tell him to pick up. We got our side of the deal done. 3 hours ago, Bill Haney goes, just got off the phone with Lou DeCuba, who is now really doing the day-and-day work with PBC. Says, Rolly, the ball's back in your court. Pause. May 30th, Debo is coming. Pause. Think about that. The ball's in your court. Debo is coming. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, shit. Devin Haney said, yeah, when the real contract, this was before that. When the real contract is actually sent, dumbass, F you and your manager, you made up all these reasons not to fight me, so now stand on it, go find a mandatory. This was before Rolly said, yo, I signed my deal. And then the latest one is the Bill Haney one. This is the latest one. So we're going to see, hopefully we do see, Rolly Romero versus Devin Haney, unification bout on PBC May 30th. We know there's going to be a big fight. The two big events in May. You got the Suldo Ramirez versus David Benavidez. You got the late May. There was supposed to be a fight in May. Probably Ryan Garcia is going to be facing Shakur Stevenson. There's going to be dates that's already taken. And shit, I should be looking at it if people, matter of fact, let's check this out, folks. Let's see if PBC has a deposit. If they made a deposit on MGM Grand or T-Mobile Arena. Let's see, T-Mobile Arena. Let's see if there is a schedule. Let me see. Let's see if let's see the events. Give me a second. Let me see March. Nah, we got March. Ba-da-da. Load more. March, April. Let me see if there's an event. March 15, nothing. Load more. WWE in April, blah, 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 May 2nd. Okay, we know that. Let's see if there's a May. All right. There is no fight on T-Mobile Arenas for May 30th. Let's check the MGM Grand. That's how we know when a promotion got something going. MGM Grand, arena schedule. Boom. Let me see. Smash that like button. Smash the like. Find entertainment. Boom. All right. What's this? April. May. March. May. Okay. Nothing for May 30th yet. Nothing for May 30th. So it's open. MGM is open. And T-Mobile is open. MGM is open and T-Mobile is open. Wait. Yeah. So nothing for Vegas yet. Nothing for Vegas. Norman sold his premium Wolf tickets. Yep. Now, all right. So, and of course, we listened to the interview that Devin Haney just had yesterday. And like I said, I understand Devin Haney, but I also not understanding the whole situation. And that's when I know that the situation with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney and Turkey Al Sheikh, I don't know what the status, and I don't think that people's asking the status of Devin Haney with Turkey Al Sheikh or Ryan Garcia with Turkey Al Sheikh. Because why, like I said a couple of days ago, why are we talking about A side and B side? Why is Ryan or Devin entertaining the A side and B side, knowing that there shouldn't be no situation with the A side B side when you're dealing with Turkey Al Sheikh, because Turkey Al Sheikh takes away all that A side B side bullshit, right? That was supposed to be the thing. Everybody acknowledged that in the sport of boxing, the promoters, the fighters acknowledge that the A side and B side is non-existent when you're dealing with Turkey Al Sheikh. Because in no actuality, Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia is not negotiating, together. It's not Bill Haney passing notes to Ryan Garcia's manager, promoter, and vice versa, because Ryan Garcia is making a separate deal with Turkey Al Sheikh, and Devin Haney is making a separate deal with Turkey Al Sheikh, just like Tio had it with Turkey, just like Shakur had it with Turkey, just like Brian Norman Jr. had it with Turkey, just like Devin Haney had it with Turkey, just like everybody else has. You're not negotiating together, you're negotiating separate. So in all actuality, when you're dealing with Turkey, Ryan really doesn't know how much Devin Haney is getting, and Devin Haney doesn't really know how much Ryan Garcia is getting. That's none of their business because Turkey eliminated that. Turkey eliminated that. Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn was not negotiating money. Remember what Turkey outshakes. Remember what Chris Eubank Jr. said when he was dealing and negotiating with Turkey, and he said basically gave him a blank check. So he wasn't dealing money issues with Conor Benn. And this is when common sense tells me that Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, that fight is not going to be showcased by Turkey Al Sheikh. Thus, it's going to go back to the traditional way of making money, your real market value. And now they going back to, well, I'm the A side. And now Devin Haney's saying, well, I'm a pound for pound champion and stuff like that. And you lost to Rolly Romero. So I'm the A side. I don't know why you the A side, because they're not dealing with Turkey anymore in reference to this fight, this rematch. And I want to know why. Why is Turkey not dealing with this? Is Turkey got that type of ego that be like, Ryan Garcia and Devin, I had it. The rematch. Ryan, you fucking lost. I don't want to deal with you anymore. I don't want this fight anymore. Because Turkey does work like that. I think the exception was the T.O. situation, right? But we've seen how Turkey is with the Tim Tszyu situation. We know how Turkey is with the Vergil Ortiz and the Boots situation. Boots, Ennis, Puss and Boots, you ducked my $6 million. Fuck you. No more fight for you. I will not waste my time. I am the Turk. Bro, anything on T.O. potential opponent, in your opinion? To be honest, brother, I don't know, man. I think T.O. needs to handle whatever he needs to handle mentally, family-wise, whatever is next. I honestly can't tell you what's next for him. He did the interview. And I just hope that T.O. just gets that killer instinct back. I want him to want it. You know what I'm saying? Just didn't feel like he wanted it. You know what I'm saying? So to be honest, I don't know. He's going to the welterweight division. At first, I spoken to Bill Haney. Bill Haney said that, that they're not going to ghost a Teofimo Lopez matchup if they can't get a Keyshawn Davis, that they wanted to fight. They wanted to fight a T.O. You know what I'm saying? I spoke to Keith Connolly, the manager of Teofimo Lopez, and said, what's the easiest fight to make in the welterweight division? He actually said that the easiest fight to make is the Devin Haney fight. If he wants another big fight, if he wants a tune-up, we could work out a tune-up. But the easiest fight to make is the Devin Haney fight. And I spoke to Bill Haney right after, and Bill Haney said, hey, that will be a good fight. That will still be a legacy type of fight of this generation if they can't get the Keyshawn Davis fight, because it was around the time where, you know what I'm saying, there was supposed to Keyshawn and Devin and Bill and Devin was talking about that potential fight. So that's the only thing I could give you, my brother. Good looking now. With the 5 pesos, super chari parikay, a comprar pizza con Coca-Cola. So, look, I've asked the questions. I had to talk who I needed to talk to. Teofimo Lopez said he wants that fight. You know what I'm saying? He's willing to get that fight. I spoke to Bill. Bill said that he's entertained by that fight, and Keith Connolly. But of course, that was before a lot of people now started asking that Ryan and Devin Haney fight. And I can't get mad at Devin also if Devin Haney says, you know what, T.O., you remember when you said about me after the Jose Ramirez fight that the reason why you didn't want to fight me is because I didn't perform to the level of the expectation. There was no momentum because of my performances. So if Devin Haney says, nah, you got to go out there and you got to perform because you laid an egg out there in Madison Square Garden. You fought without urgency. Matter of fact, you fought boring and stuff like that. And if Devin Haney says that, nobody could get mad. I can't get mad. As a Teofimo Lopez supporter, I can't get mad at Devin Haney for saying that because T.O. said that. T.O. said that shit here on my channel with me. He said it with me. So, can't get mad. Facts is a 50-50 fight. Which one? The Rolly and Devin, or the Devin and the Ryan? I want to see that fight. I just want to see the build-up to that fight. That's what makes the fight big. As a matter of fact, you know what? It's actually good that Ryan Garcia pop dirty for Osterin because it makes this fight even bigger. I'm just playing around. But you know what? You understand what I'm trying to say. What make this fight bigger is because the Osterin, Devin Haney sued Ryan Garcia. Devin Haney's baby mama talking to damn Young Thug on the phone. All that drama. Devin Haney swinging at the dude in the carnival and couldn't knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Everything leading up to this is what makes this a bigger fight. If there was just a rematch, there was no Osterin or nothing, there would never be a rematch. Right? It's the drama that makes this shit work. So good looking out for the Osterin. Good looking out for the baby mama. Good looking out for Taz Angels. Good looking out for Devin, suing Ryan, and suing Oscar de la Hoya. And rest in peace, Victor Conte. Shout out to Snack. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Vada. Shout out to the whole drama is what make this fight even bigger. And let's be honest, folks. It's the shit that made it's that shit that made also the Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. All those excuses where everybody was saying, "Hey, yo, Deontay Wilder twerking, Deontay Wilder the costume, Deontay Wilder got poisoned by the water by Michael Breland, Deontay Wilder with the gay designers and shit like that." I love Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder said that the costume wasn't heavy. He apologized for everything that was, Deontay Wilder's just a beautiful man, and we decide of this costume. Deontay Wilder's a great champion, a great friend. That was a deranged Rainbow Man. You remember? You remember Deontay Wilder designer? Damn, man. Deontay Wilder's ex was introduced into Deontay Wilder's costume designers, man. Hey, yo, put it this way. I'm glad that Deontay Wilder's not with the wifey. You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like Deontay Wilder was getting too, he's getting too comfortable in that community. You know what I'm talking about. We know what community I'm talking about. Deontay Wilder's just a fabulous man. He's just so great, and he didn't fault us for the costume. He tried the costume before the fight, and he never said anything about the weight. But all that drama made the rematch, the trilogy even bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes a big fight. It's not only the skills, it's the drama, the chaos. That's what makes it a big fight. Right? Hey, yo, think about this, folks. We wasn't talking about Jamal Charlo versus Caleb Plant before Caleb Plant smacked Jamal Charlo. We wasn't talking about the fight. We wasn't saying, "Hey, yo, Jamal Charlo, you got to move up to the 168-pound division and face Caleb Plant." Nah, but the drama outside of the ring, that smack, now we think that is one of the best fights in the sport of boxing. If they announce Caleb Plant versus Jamal Charlo, we go, "Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? The drama is what makes it the big fight. I think that as much as Turkey was trying to do a great job giving fighters the pay that nobody else was willing to pay them, I think that Turkey was really respecting the fighters. And I think that in the midst of that, the business handler saw a way how to hustle Turkey when Turkey's already giving y'all don't even need to ask. Think about what Chris Eubank Jr. said, what Devin Haney said about Devin Haney said, "Shit, I ain't even had to go back with a number. I didn't even need to negotiate. The first number was just too good. I said okay." Gesso said, "Yo, I know we off Trump, but how in the hell he delivering them war speeches with a damn baseball cap in his Yo, Gesso, earlier today, I was laughing with somebody, bro, because one of my boys, he's a liberal. I'm talking about, when you talking about far left, I'm talking about so far left, he already jumped off the cliff, the left cliff. You know what I'm saying? That's how far left he is, right? So when I seen it and I walked up on him, I said, you see how my president be doing? Huh? You know, he be snatching damn president from their country, bring him over here and jail him. Huh? You feel you like that, huh? Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? We be bomb motherfuckers and shit like that, huh? That's what we do, huh? The freedom of the world right here, man. We free people out there, you know what I'm saying? We free. You want to be free? I got y'all. Y'all free. Now take care of yourself. All right? Yeah. Yo, I mean, yo, there's this old man. Yo, okay, so there's this old man, Will. Shout out to Will. He's retired and stuff like that. And he likes to talk politics with me. And I'm like, yo, don't talk politics. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, because I've lost friends. I've gained new associates, but I've lost high school friends over this shit. So I calm down, Queso, with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to lose all friends. I don't want to. Hey, I wasn't invited to Thanksgiving for 3 years of the first term, bro. My aunt did not. She said, I don't want you here at Thanksgiving. I said, damn, y'all really taking this politics shit too serious. Hey, matter of fact, you're gonna win. And when he lost and Biden lost, she invited me. She invited, Thanksgiving, you know. I said, no. You didn't invite me for the last 3-4 years. Now you want me to come? No, forget you. I'm not coming to Thanksgiving. Go eat that chicken by yourself. When he won again, so when he won again, ooh, they used to be like my homegirl, bro. I'm talking about homegirls from junior high school that said, man, I'm so disappointed in you. You know, like I thought you was real cool. Yo, I lost friends. People took this politics shit serious. You know what I'm saying? I said, well, goddamn, I'm losing. I gained some new ones. I don't give a damn. You ain't giving me pussy anyway, bitch. Hey, yo, Cass, I had to. So one of them got me real mad. I had to give her that line. No disrespect to the ladies out there. I had to give her that line. She said, oh, I don't want to be affiliated with you no more. I'm blocking you. I said, so what, bitch? Damn, I liked you in high school. You ain't never gave me no goddamn pussy. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But then, I'm like, yo, for real. Like, if you seen my DMs back then, 2013 and all that shit, when I was pumping, because I was one of the first. I was, so I was pumping Captain Orange before it was cool. Before it was cool. And trust me, being from Harlem, even when I used to work my make American great again, make American great again cap. My boy used to go to the Harlem bar and they'd be like, yo, you serious, yo, you crazy, yo, you serious gonna keep that hat on, bro? And when they say that, I'm like, yeah. I mean, you're telling me what to do? I think that's why what made me support him more throughout all these years is because people was telling me I'm not supposed to support him. I'm not supposed to vote. And that what made me even more like, no. He's from damn New York City, Queens. He's from I understand him. I understand his lingo. You trying to listen to a politician. He ain't no goddamn politician. Now, you know what? Hey, yo, Cassie, you know what they want to shame me now? You know what the people want to shame me now? They go, yo, Pun, what you got to say about the Epstein file? I ain't see the shit. What you talking about the Epstein file? Huh? I get it. Yo, this is what I told. They matter of fact, this is what I told my boy early on. I said, what you think about the Epstein file? I said, I don't give a damn about the goddamn no Epstein file. Everybody was playing spin the bottle in middle school and shit like that. I remember middle school, I used to see the high school dudes used to steal all our girls in middle school and shit like that. Huh? I'm not condoning nothing like that. But stop acting like a lot of motherfuckers don't got an Epstein file. As a matter of fact, how much you want to bet that you don't give a damn about what you talking about? And he was like, yo, now my wife, we was talking about that, and they like, and she told me, how do you feel, Eddie? You know what I'm saying? I'm supporting a guy that was chilling with Epstein and what? I said, what you talking about? Huh? As a matter of fact, let me play you a song. Let me see if you're gonna get jiggy with this shit. Let me see if you're on that Epstein energy. Let me see if you're really serious about it. So then I'm at the car, right? Listen to this. I said, Lou, listen to this. Let me know if you like this song. Let me know. I say, yo, Lou, you like this song? Boom. And he's Jamaican, right? So I say, you like this song? And it goes, you remember that this shit back in the days? I'm in love with a man nearly twice my age. And he's like, yo, that was my shit. Oh, yeah, that's a pedo song, all right? And we was dancing to that shit. Can you imagine you playing that shit nowadays and stop next to a damn school? I'm in love with a man nearly twice my age. That mean that young chick was liking these old men and shit like that. What about this one? What about this one? How about no, Lou, listen to me. What about this one? I know you like this one because you're an old school guy. How about this song? And I put this other song up, and it says, you might be young, but you're ready. He was like, ooh, y'all, that's my shit. Ready to learn. You not a little girl, you a woman. Check this out. What he says? Take my hand, let me tell you, babe. That's a goddamn pedo song. Think about it. You not a little girl, you a woman. Take my hand. You know that I was just thinking about the man. What the fuck he's singing this shit in outside of a schoolyard and shit, a public schoolyard. And I start thinking. I made him think. I'm like, yo, stop talking about that Epstein file when all y'all motherfuckers got Epstein files. All y'all motherfuckers, everybody got a little Epstein file. Everybody was playing that spin the bottle and shit like that. Everybody got some secrets and skeletons and shit like that. You talking about me no damn Epstein file, Sean? You got some secrets. Right? Seems like you're ready to go all the way. Yo, let me say it like this. A lot of these songs are pedo playlists, bro. If you really think about it. It is. Talking about being ready. And then, you know, yo, back in the days, right? I used to listen to, we knew that like the R. Kellys, the Jodeci, they was like vulgar, right? They was vulgar, right? Freaky baby. Oh, yeah. But then I was listening yesterday. I was driving last night. I was listening to Boyz II Men. I said, man, I want to listen to what I used to listen to back in the days with the elementary, where I used to sing to the elementary girls. Because the Boyz II Men, they was a little bit cleaner, right? The Boyz II Men was a little bit cleaner, right? Than the R. Kellys and the Aaron Halls and the Jodeci and the rockin', knockin' them boots, all that shit, right? So what I was listening to the Boyz II Men song that says, what was the song? That back in the days as a kid, I thought it was just clean. Hold on, what's the song that I was listening to? Hold on. Oh, the I make love to you like you want me to. And I hold you tight, baby, all through the night. I don't know nothing about no goddamn making love to a woman at the age of damn 9 and 8. And I was singing that. I remember that we used to, back in the days, you remember we used to have house parties. And remember there used to be back in the days we used to have school dance. They don't even got school dance. My kids never had a school dance. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember we used to have school dances and we used to dance reggae and we used to dance slow jam. You remember back in the days when you actually dance slow jam. That's why my era, we don't have no problems getting chicks, right? Because we know how to talk. We had the music. We know how to talk. But in the end of the day, we were some freaky mother effers for real. If you remember the songs, we were some freaks. So all I'm saying is, we are the era of freaks, bruh. Because even the good songs, the PD songs, I started listening to now. I said, yo, I used to be rocking this shit when I was 8, 9, 7. And my mom and my dad let me listen to this shit. That was shit. Somebody knocking damn boots. I feel so good when I need you. Woo! That's why I always want to be close to you. I'm so addicted. I'm so addicted to making love to you, baby. Shit, waking up every morning, bro. Listen to all that shit. Listen to the roll call. Is the roll call? Is the roll call? Is the what's up, y'all? What you gotta say? Who's on the phone with Lisa Andre? Y'all remember? For the East Coast people. Anyway, back to boxing. Back to boxing. Back to boxing. You got me saying, ma. You sure look good tonight. Cause you're so damn fine. Put on that red dress and slip on those high heels. Put on that sweet perfume. Sure smells good on you. Yeah, motherfuckers. What about when Johnny Gill was with Laura in Family Matters? Ain't nobody remember she was drooling over Johnny Gill, and Johnny Gill was singing over Laura. You remember? Ma. There was that not a pedo. That's not a pedo episode. How Carl Winslow gonna let his daughter, you know what I'm saying, gonna let Johnny Gill sing over Laura like that? Queso con los $100 pasa la ofrenda. Good looking out, Queso. Pass the play. I thought it was a trash can. Let's go. La música de Queso. La música de Queso. Gracias, Queso. God bless you.
He got his own money. Say he's got his own money. I mean, the boy has got his own money. He got his own money. Say he's got his own money. I mean, the boy has got his own money.
Yo. Where that? We here. Shit, I don't know what the hell happened. Give me a sec. I don't know what the hell happened. Let me know if y'all hear me. First time rap. Let me know if y'all hear me. I can't. My shit just went out. I don't know what the fuck happened. Randy. Con los 20 pesos. Randy. What do we want? Randy. ¿Dónde está la música de Randy? La música de Randy. La música de Randy. A la ofrenda. Febrero 27 pasó, pero estamos en la fiesta, todavía estamos gozando. Dice que me lo jale Sensation. I love fucking music. Let's go. Good looking now, Randy. Hey yo, how you celebrated Febrero 27? How you celebrated? High low, dímelo con los 2 pesos de plátano. Mr. Moonshine, the man boxing show. Are you ready? Dímelo, high low, gracias con los 2 pesos de plátano. Gracias de lo mío. Ro. Con los 50, no sé de África, no sé de México, I don't know from Europe. Pero gracias con el super sticker, my friend. God bless you, bro. Yo. Oh, man, we having a ball out here, bro. Hey, yo, we got two more subscribers, so we could get 111,000 subscribers, bro. Hey, yo, I gotta give props to my brother Queso here, cause Queso, you remember when we was trying to get to 50, and Queso, the humanitarian did his work, contributed in a very special and a beautiful, humble, beautiful way. God give you a great heart, my brother. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. God has given you a great heart, man. I appreciate you and your support and everybody else's support. But I remember we was 50, right? Almost 50,000 subscribers. And my goal for this year, we started out with 104,000 subscribers or 107,000 subscribers. I think 104, 107,000 subscribers, right? And I said my goal for this year was to end the year with 110,000 subscribers, right? We reached that in the first 2 weeks of January. And now we're 2 subscribers to go to get 111,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? I know it don't show up in the live. It's all right. People like the shorts. People like the videos and stuff like that. I know I've been, I don't have a set time where people could be like, hey, yo, Punch Drunk Box is coming at 7. I don't know. Punch Drunk's he's going to be showing up at 8. I don't know. Man, he's sometimes be doing it live at 12:30 in the night. Shit, I don't know. Maybe do it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. When you got kids, man, you trying to, we trying to work out here. You feel me? I'm just trying to, we just trying to work, got to take care business as your dad, man. You know what I'm saying? Had to take my son he was mad sick this weekend in the dorms. Shout out to my son, man, doing good in school. Been a hectic, but we about to hit 111,000 subscribers. Am I ever gonna reach that goal, that gold plaque? Shit, I don't know. I don't know if boxing can do it. It's hard, bro. It's in boxing content to reach a million subscribers. I don't know. That shit is hard, bro. But what we're going to do is we're going to elevate other platforms. So now I got Kick. This live is showing in Kick right now. I don't got no follows in Kick, but we're gonna elevate Kick. So this stream right now, this live is airing at Kick. We on X, formerly known as Twitter. We're gonna do Rumble. Rumble, I don't know what the stream ought to be effing up. Sometimes it goes to Rumble and sometimes it doesn't go to Rumble. My the two lives before, it actually showed in Rumble. I don't know what the hell is happening now. So it just let me go to 3 destinations. So right now we in Kick, we on YouTube, and we on X. You know what I'm saying? I want to do the TikTok thing. We're gonna do the TikTok thing because I want my work, I want my work to, my voice and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We need to level up. You feel me? We need to level up. We need to level up. As a matter of fact, man, let's see if we can. Nah, we don't got enough, man. I don't want to embarrass the guy like that. You know what I'm saying? Fire emojis. So, okay. All right, let's talk about this, folks. Let's talk about this. Y'all see the poll, right? So whose fault is it? Whose fault is it that this fight is not taking place? Vergil Ortiz versus Jerome Boots Ennis. Because like I said, since the beginning, not the beginning of I'm talking about after the 2 offers, after the Erickson Lubin fight, when the post-fight interview, Jerome Boots Ennis step in the ring, they chopped it up. Then after in the locker room, we hear Vergil Ortiz saying that he would like to face Errol Spence in the stadium, and that's a big fight, whatever. I've been saying publicly for years that the 154-pound division is the most stacked division in the sport of boxing. That's my favorite division. Do I want to see Vergil Ortiz versus Jerome Boots? And as I said, I don't think that fight is going to take place. I did a video and I said I'm pessimistic that Vergil Ortiz versus Jerome Boots is going to happen next. Not because I don't want to see the fight. I want to see the fight. I can't wait to see the fight. But I am not pigeonholed to one fight at 154 because then it actually contradicts what I'm saying about the 154-pound division and being the most stacked division in the sport of boxing. Because I'm just as excited if I see Xander Zayas, especially now, Xander Zayas versus Vergil Ortiz, Puerto Rico versus Mexican. Hasn't it been a traditional historic rival? You know what I'm saying? And now that Xander Zayas is the unified champion at 154, it makes even more sense. We've seen Xander Zayas, social media go back and forth with Boots Ennis. You know what I'm saying? Just as much as we've seen the back and forth between Boots and Vergil. You understand what I'm saying? We've seen contracts and emails. Remember, Vergil Ortiz did not fight Xander Zayas because Vergil Ortiz said he doesn't even got a belt. So Vergil Ortiz felt fighting Madrimov was going to give him more credit because Madrimov gave Bud Crawford a run for his money. But guess what? Xander Zayas is not the same guy that you avoided to get the Madrimov fight. Now it makes way more sense. And a matter of fact, Vergil fights Xander. Let's say that Vergil beats Xander. He becomes a unified champion. Ladies and gentlemen, whether you like it or not, Xander Zayas brings more to the table for Vergil Ortiz legacy-wise than Jerome Boots Ennis. I know that people don't want to say that. I know that people don't want to talk about that. Because let's be real, let's be honest. As much people say we've been talking about Jerome Boots Ennis and Vergil Ortiz in the welterweight division. Not everybody was talking about Vergil Ortiz versus Jerome Boots Ennis in the welterweight division. Let's be real, let's be honest. We was talking about Vergil Ortiz versus Boots through the WBO, and we was talking about Boots Ennis versus Errol Spence through the IBF. This wasn't a shame thing with Vergil and Boots in the welterweight division because we wanted these guys to fight the younger guys. Remember, Vergil Ortiz was in the number 1 ranking in the WBO prior to the WBO jumping Sean Porter into the number 1. Remember, it was Boots Ennis that was in the mandatory position for Earl the True Spence. So even this boxing community wasn't shaming Vergil Ortiz to fight Boots Ennis like we were doing with the Devin Haney's and TOs and the Tanks and the TO and the Tank and the Haney and the Tank and the Shakur and the Tank and a Ryan. We didn't play that game with them. There wasn't a split and a divided community between Vergil Ortiz and Boots Ennis because we were looking at Boots. Remember, it was Boots. We was trying to shame Bud to fight Boots. So then, when it became apparent that there was a deal on the table for Jerome Boots Ennis to fight Vergil Ortiz, that's when the community was like, yo, get this fight. But we were still on the Bud and Boots. Remember, Boots was talking to what's his name, Gilly the Kid and Wallow. They wasn't saying about Vergil. They was talking about Bud. So what I'm saying now in this division, yes, I want to see Vergil and Boots. But if Boots goes around and fight Josh Kelly, that's a fight that I've been talking about even before Vergil and Boots. That's a fight I was talking about before of Vergil and Boots. I was talking about it's on my archives. Josh Kelly versus Boots. Now Josh Kelly is the champion. And if we cannot get Boots versus Vergil, it's Eddie Hearn's job to put both of his stablemate to go fight each other on the zone. It could be in the UK, in a stadium. So I want the boxing fans not to stay stuck with this Boots and Vergil, because this division is so great right now that you can mix and match the top 7, top 10, and it's going to be a wonderful fight. Even if the veterans come back to the 154-pound division, I don't give a damn what anybody try to claim. If tomorrow they say Earl Spence versus Vergil Ortiz in Dallas Stadium, man, that's going to do 60,000, whether people on YouTube like it or not. And let me be really honest. The YouTube community is just the YouTube community. It's not what everybody around the world feels. Because I remember when people were saying, I even said, I did a video that Conor Ben versus Amir Khan, I'm sorry, not Conor Ben, Kell Brook versus Amir Khan is expired milk. As soon as they announced that fight, 6 hours, it took 6 hours for them to sell out the tickets. See, because sometimes we could be in this bubble of YouTube, and some of us, you know what I'm saying, you may support your boy Punch Run Boxing, come to my channel, and you know what I'm saying, appreciate my take, support my take. Y'all go to another boxing content creator, you support their take. So we sometimes in this bubble and think that YouTube is everything. It's not really. It's not. I think what we do on YouTube, it keeps the conversation going. We keep boxing conversations going. We keep boxing relevant. If it wasn't for the YouTube platform and all the boxing content, the content creators, I don't think nobody be talking about YouTube. The fighters come to YouTube to listen about them. You know what I'm saying? So we got Fundura versus Thurman next. That's a big fight. I don't give a damn how many people want to claim it's not. Watch when fight week comes. Watch when that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and all the people that was trying to say, man, I don't know Thurman. Then people are going to be like, you know what? Shit, this is a good fight. It's a good fight. It still elevates this era. It's boxing tradition. You young fighters, you got to get these guys out of here. You know what I'm saying? These guys, look what's happening right now. The young guys is not taking out the generation that come before them. And I'm not talking about the Mayweather generation. I'm just talking about the 3 to 4 years older than these guys, right? Like people still debate whether Devin Haney beat Vasily Lomachenko. We know that Teal beat Vasily Lomachenko. So that was like a little generation after, right? But none of these guys has put out Charlo. That was Canelo that he lost at 168. But if Charlo want to come back to the 154-pound division, who any of the belt holders could say, nah, Charlo need to work his way back up. No, he don't. March 28th, Thurman versus Fundura. Oh, hell yeah. I got one time, Queso. I got one time. And this ain't even like a prediction, because I've eaten my crow, but people don't want, hey, yo, Queso, nobody want to eat my crow, man. Why nobody want to eat my Josh Kelly crow? But we got Thurman Fundura. If Charlo comes back to 154, and like he said in his IG post a couple of days ago, none of these guys beat me. Charlo comes back. Charlo's calling out his friend Earl Spence. That's a good fight. I don't give a damn what anybody say. And that's what that's what I've been saying. One of the issues of this community and YouTube, boxing community, whatever y'all want to call it, is that we like to shrink our sport. We like to only say, oh, man, this fight is good, this fight. But then we stick to one fight, Vergil and Boots, and we think that the world is ending. The world ain't ending, bruh. As a matter of fact, Vergil versus Boots, I feel like it should be for a legacy. Right now, Vergil and Boots, the reason why I am not like, oh my God, desperate, this fight is not happening. Because right now it's only for bragging rights. Only for bragging rights. And bragging rights is just for today. It's what's relevant today. But once people retire, we're gonna want to, when it's time for these guys, because look, all these guys have a potential, have a window to do things great to enter into the Hall of Fame. Right? So I would like this to be a legacy fight. Ladies and gentlemen, I said the other day, Josh Kelly versus Xander Zayas is more meaningful than Vergil Ortiz and Jerome Booth Ennis. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Because if we're not going to elevate that, then we're being hypocrites and contradicting ourselves, that we try to say to one fighter to dare to be great, right? Fight for the belts. We go out there day in and day out and say that Gervonta Tank Davis don't go for world titles, that Gervonta Tank Davis can't stand on a lucrative legacy. But yet we come around and say that the best fight in the 154-pound division is Vergil Ortiz versus Jerome Booth Ennis. No, the best fight right now, the legacy fight, is the Fundura. If Fundura wins and beat Thurman, Fundura versus Xander Zayas, Fundura versus Josh Kelly, Josh Kelly versus Fundura, Josh Kelly versus Xander Zayas, and everything other than that is about bragging rights. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see the fight, but there's a lot of fights to be made. There's a lot of fights to be made, bro, at 154. So, but whose fault is it that is not taking place right now? I'm going to say this. Everything that's on the poll has the legitimacy. But I believe that Jerome Booth Ennis ducking Vergil Ortiz created a big chaos that should have never took place. We should not be in this position right now. But what started it off was Booth Ennis ducking Vergil Ortiz. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that the money was right. The moment was right. The energy was right. The zone was good. Golden Boy Promotion, Rick, the manager of Vergil Ortiz, they was good. Eddie Hearn was on board. Turkey was on board. Ring was on board. The zone was on board. And the one that effed up this situation was Boots. See, but now it looks like Boots is ready, but everybody is in shambles. But that all has to do with Boots ducking. Whether people like it or not. Am I saying that Boots is scared of Vergil? No. Is Vergil scared of Boots? No. Even Boots answered that. Who you think? You think that's just Vergil that doesn't want to fight? He said, nah, it's not Vergil. But your duck created all this chaos. Your duck created the situation in which Turkey doesn't want to deal with y'all no more. So that big money that Vergil was supposed to take, guess what? Now, what Golden Boy Promotion is basically saying is, all right, take your minimum, take your guaranteed $3 million. Vergil Ortiz is saying, what? What the fuck? I just made $4.5 million versus Madrimov and Boachuk. I can't go backwards, but that's what happens. See, that's the reason why people didn't like PBC Al Heyman, because they was paying fighters not within their quote unquote market value. So now Turkey is not in the mix. Now Vergil is seeing his real market value, and Vergil probably thinking, nah, y'all trying to lowball me. No, Turkey is not in the mix. But why Turkey is not in the mix? Because Booth Ennis ducked 2 offers from Turkey Al Sheikh. Now Turkey Al Sheikh doesn't want to F with this situation. And then it leaves, then time runs out. We all know that Golden Boy Promotion and the Zone still haven't locked in a lucrative network deal. So put it this way, everything is on shambles, but it never would have been on shambles if Boots would have never ducked in the first place. So it puts everybody on shambles. Shambles, people got exposed. People show their unloyalty. Now it's all crazy. It's unfortunate. If Boots never would have ducked, Golden Boy Promotion and Vergil Ortiz wouldn't be dealing with this shit. You wouldn't be hearing Vergil Ortiz Sr. saying that Oscar De La Hoya didn't do this for us. And they wasn't there for us. He didn't call us a text. That never came out before. That never came out when Vergil Ortiz was sick, and then they stuck by him when he was sick, and then he went to the 154-pound division and he won his fights and he got the Boa check and he got his money and all that. Everybody was all happy. Everybody was all happy. Boots uncertainties, and Boots didn't give us the fight that we wanted to see because Boots wanted his unification title at welterweight, in which we truly didn't give a damn about. Not because we didn't give a damn about the world titles, it's because we all know that Stanionis was inactive. It's not like he had a lucrative, a prestige resume. It's not like he beat Bud or Earl Spence or any other veterans to establish himself as something special. Put it this way. We wasn't even so much talking about Boots Ennis and Vergil Ortiz because think about it. Even Turkey Al Sheikh was talking about a T.O. versus Boots before a Vergil versus Boots. Remember the tournament? So this Boots and Vergil really started hitting the casuals or the hardcore boxing fan and pressuring this fight. I don't even think more than 12 months. Because just a little bit over a year, because last year that was Turkey Al Sheikh who posted in January of 2025 Teofimo Lopez and Boots Ennis. So I think right now, Vergil Ortiz needs to, whose fault is it? I think as a collective of that, but I think that Boots Duck and Vergil set everything off. It turned off Turkey Al Sheikh. It created this chaos, dramatic situation with Golden Boy Promotions, Rick, Vergil Ortiz. I think that Vergil Ortiz need to call Oscar De La Hoya, set up a one-on-one meeting. And I think he needs to speak out for himself because there's other people that's speaking for him. And, you know, when you got people that have been doing the business work for you for a long time, you get comfortable when you rely on everybody else doing your work. I think that Vergil Ortiz is a man, is an older man right now. I think he needs to take responsibility of his own, not responsibility, but he needs to take control of his what the situation that it is right now, because Vergil Ortiz is the only one that's going to lose. He's going to lose time. Right now, he's in his prime. He got momentum. Vergil Ortiz need to call Oscar De La Hoya, set up a one-on-one meeting, hash it out, and then talk to his representative about it, and make sure that I'm not on the bench. Make sure, because I truly believe, this is what my gut tells me. I may be wrong, but this is what my gut tells me. Vergil Ortiz signed off to what's going on right now, suing Oscar De La Hoya, trying to sign a deal with Matchroom Boxing. You cannot tell me that 2 months ago, or almost 3 months ago, when he did that interview and he was praising Oscar De La Hoya, and all of a sudden he feels the opposite for him. No, the thing is, I think that Vergil Ortiz is signing off of what others wanted to do. And since he also has respect for them, maybe his dad, his manager, and things of that nature, and grew a stronger bond and relationship, he trusted their word. Let me tell you like this. I'm not gonna say that the people manipulate fighters, but fighters could be manipulated. Let me say it like this. It's an art in the sport of boxing that promoters and managers and advisors, they build in a mindset with these fighters that you need me. You need me. You can't speak for yourself. Let me speak for yourself, for you. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to be in the room. Go to vacation. I deal with the situation. I deal with it. And fighters who are just stuck in the gym and fight mode, they don't understand what's really going on. It's too much. They don't even want to be educated on their own business. I think that Vergil Ortiz now has to be educated himself as his own business. Like going to church. Yeah, you're going to read the Bible, and the preacher's going to be reading the Bible. He's going to interpret it, whatever, the way that he wants to interpret it. And you are going to take in the interpretations of the preacher. But what you really got to do is have and gain a personal relationship with God. You read yourself, you do your self-education and stuff like that. And I think that Vergil Ortiz needs to do that. Have a meeting with Oscar De La Hoya, because in the end of the day, Oscar De La Hoya got more fighters. Oscar De La Hoya is not going to lose. He got a promotional company. He got more events to come. There's going to be more events, right? He's going to have that David Benavidez and Suda Ramirez. He got that Arnold Barbosa in March, right? You got Rick, the manager of Vergil Ortiz. He got more fighters to deal with. So money is going to come, is going to keep on coming. Their career is going to keep on moving. But Vergil Ortiz's career stops. Right now is on a halt. Right now he's on the bench. Right now he's in the shelf. And right now Vergil Ortiz just entered his prime. Has great momentum with the great stretch of fights like Boachuk and Mazrimov and Erickson Lubin. It is the worst time to take a back seat right now. You are the number one ranked 154 pound, especially by ring. You are the guy that even without a title is saying that they have to be the best at 154. You cannot take a step back right now. We've seen this happen in the history of the sport of boxing. And I'm not talking about contractual, but we've seen the strip of a prime fighter. That is sad to see. We saw what happened to Cassius Clay Muhammad Ali, right? Went to jail at the height of his career. Stole away his prime. We seen Mike Tyson go to jail at the height of his career in his prime. We almost saw it with Andre Ward. Almost saw it with Andre Ward. We saw a little bit of Mikey Garcia. But right now, Vergil Ortiz is what, 28, 29 years old? It is the wrong time. Wrong time to take a step back. And the only one that's losing is Vergil Ortiz. So Vergil Ortiz, set that meeting up with Oscar De La Hoya and get control of your career, because you are the only one that's going to lose out. The zone is going to stay way longer than your career. Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotion, is going to stay active way longer than your career. Rick is going to keep on managing fighters until the day that he dies. You got a short window, Vergil Ortiz. You got a short window, Vergil Ortiz. You better call Oscar De La Hoya right now. Set up that meeting right now so get you back in the ring. I'm telling you. So, I just want to see Vergil Ortiz, and it's too many fights. It is no reason why Vergil Ortiz should be sitting down. Now, there's people out there, again, what I was saying, that's saying, oh, man, he's not worth, they're giving... Golden Boy Promotion is giving less money to Vergil Ortiz. Hey, yo, you got to honor your contract, man. I believe in honoring contracts as well. I believe in honoring contracts. Vergil Ortiz, you got to honor your contract. Everybody got to honor their contract. But to be honest, you was happy. Maybe because there was a deal on the table. There's a deal on the table for $16 to $20 million. And shit, let me get out of this shit so I could get that $16, $20 million deal. But at the end of the day, you still got to honor that contract. I think if the numbers would have came out, I think if even if Vergil Ortiz would have made it publicly and would have said, you know what, man, I understand I got to honor my contract, but they're about to give me $3 million. I could get this $16 to $20 million. You know what? At least let's renegotiate, because I know, look at the money that's out there. So look out for me, Oscar. If you really real and sticking by me, look at you as a fighter. Yeah, I need to honor my contract. But you know what's on the table for me. Now you know what's on the table for me. You're not going to up that. You're not going to match that. Do me the favor and match that, because now I'm looking dumb out here taking $3 million, in which they was going to give me $4.5 million or $4 or $6 million to fight Jerome Boots Ennis with a Turkey Al Shea deal, right? And now Turkey's not in the mix, so now I got to take the $3 million. I haven't made $3 million in a long time. How do I make $4+ million with Boachuk and Mazrimov? And now you want me to take a pay cut to fight Jerome Boots Ennis, knowing that I got a $16 to $20 million deal on the table? I know I can't take it. I don't want to rip my contract, but you're forcing my hand. Let's work with me. Work with me. Or Oscar, you've been a fighter. You want me to fight Boots for $3 million? So it's tough. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. You think Oscar would deal with him again? He going, yeah. Yeah, of course. It's business. You know what I'm saying? I never understood why fighters don't just break the promoter off to fight. Yo, right? Hey, yo, let me sign this. I hit you off with this. And we work again. But come on, man. I got this 3-fight deal. Come on, Oscar, bro. Right, bro. I give you a little percentage of this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I understand a contract is a contract. See, but the thing is with Conor, at least Conor Ben was a free agent. You know what I'm saying? Conor was a free agent. Vergil Ortiz not a free agent. But I think that, see, if Vergil took control also of his career, like it's good, have a manager. Yeah, Rick is a good manager throughout it. I respect Rick. But also Rick is going to do what he feels is right for his client. He's not going to do what he feels is right for Oscar De La Hoya Golden Boy Promotions. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Rick, guys like Rick and Keith Connolly, these are managers that are not promotional puppets. There are managers out there that are promotional puppets, because also these managers understand that fighter come and go. My fighter lose once or twice, man. I'm trying to get my other fighter get signed with Top Rank and go to Boy Promotion, so I can't stay stuck loving this fighter. And that's what I mean about Jerome, about Vergil Ortiz. Vergil Ortiz, you got to take control of your career, because think about it. You get your look. Put it this way. You get a Jerome Boost Ennis fight, and let's say you lose. Matchroom Boxing has the right to terminate your contract. In any standard promotional manager contract, when you lose, I have the right to terminate your contract. If you get injured after like 6 months or whatever, I could terminate your contract. So I just feel like Vergil and Oscar De La Hoya need to sit down. You know what I'm saying? I think that Vergil Ortiz was motivated to sign off on things. It's almost like when Bill Haney said, it was me that wanted to sue Golden Boy Promotion and Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? My son signed off on it. I brought it to him. This is what we should do. This is what we're going to do. And he signed off on it. But it wasn't Devin Haney that says, yo, Dad, you know what we should do? We should sue Ryan Garcia and Golden Boy Promotions so we could get that million that Ryan Garcia gave Golden Boy Promotions because the New York State. That wasn't Devin Haney, bro. That was Bill. Devin signed off on that. And I don't think this was Vergil intentions to do this and sue Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions, try to find the loopholes for a breach of his contract. That was not Vergil Ortiz, bro. I don't think that Vergil Ortiz. I don't even think that Vergil Ortiz is in a mix like that. There's certain fighters that really rely all the business on their business handlers. I remember we was talking about Nonito Donaire and Rachel Donaire. Nonito said, I don't deal with none of the contracts. My wife deals with everything. My wife and Richard deals with everything. I don't know nothing. So there's fighters out there that rely on their team. Like really, they trust their team 100%. They rely on their team. They sign off, yes, whatever. I'm not going to say they don't have no say-so, but I think at this point, Vergil Ortiz should just stand up for himself and take control of his career because he's the only one that's taking a loss. He's the only one that's going to take a loss. He's the only one. He should see that the way that I see it, he should be seeing it. The way that we see it, he should be seeing it. You know? And hopefully everybody gets it together because I think that Golden Boy Promotion, Rick has done a wonderful job. Vergil Ortiz Sr., they all have done a wonderful job to put Vergil Ortiz in a position headlining events, not even a world champion. We've been talking about that. Ryan Garcia is still not a world champion, right? And now he is. Vergil Ortiz been a pro just as long as Haney, as T.O., as Ryan, as Shakur, as Boots, and he still don't have a world title. WBC interim doesn't count. Let's be real, let's be honest. But look at the position that he's in. Vergil Ortiz is not a social media superstar, so they can't say that Vergil Ortiz is in the position that he's in because Ryan Garcia social media. Nah, man, he was built by Golden Boy Promotions. Build, no social media. He didn't talk shit. They build him from the ground up. Everything that been built is by Golden Boy Promotions. And I don't care if Vergil and his dad could say, and shout out to, I'm a fan of Vergil Ortiz Sr. He's one of the real ones. I've met him before, you know what I'm saying? And he acknowledged me before. So I got a lot of respect for him. I got a lot of respect for Vergil. I like the way they've been moving for the most part throughout their career. But you know, Vergil Ortiz, he was tweeting at another person and he said, "Oh, my son did it. He could have done this with anybody else." I don't know about that, because people gotta understand that there's an art of building a fighter and matchmaking a fighter. You know what I'm saying? So that's also wrong to say that, oh, my son was gonna be this and do this regardless. Nah, you can't say that because you don't know how they was gonna match you up. It's politics in the sport of boxing. How about if you was with somebody else, top rank, or somebody else, and you fought Boachuk, and because the politics wouldn't give you that fight, wouldn't give you the nod when people thought that you lost versus Boachuk. Let's say if you was another promotional company. So you don't know, man. You don't know. So when it comes to Devin Haney, Rolly Romero, I think that Devin Haney will beat Rolly Romero just like he did Brian Oman Jr. I think it will be a tougher fight, but I think it will be just as I think Devin Haney will beat Rolly Romero. And I think they're almost around the same type of fighters, same type of, I'm not gonna say same type of mentality. Rolly, Pro Grace, Brian Oman Jr. They're like easy work for Devin Haney, in my opinion. Now, you know, Rolly, I believe, has the better experience at this point now. Rolly got momentum, but he's been laid off now. Rolly is more unpredictable in punch selections, more awkward than Pro Grace and Brian Oman. I mean, those are easy puzzles to figure out. I think Rolly Romero is a juggernaut. But Rolly Romero should give a rematch to El Viejo too. Rolly Romero was talking about the rematches and people scared of rematches. So why you don't give rematch to El Viejo? Ishmael Borrazo. Let's not forget about that, Rolly Romero. Hold on. Rolly. Rolly think that we forgot. No, Rolly. We haven't forgot about this. Give me a second. Wait a minute, Rolly Romero. I like it that Rolly, but Rolly forgot about this man right here. No, Rolly, don't run from him. He thought that we forgot. We don't forget. In Pontro Boxing, don't forget, my friend. Give me 1 second. I'll show you right now. Oh, no. Oh, Rolly Romero think that we forget about Ishmael. Give me 1 second. ¿Por dónde está el viejo? One second, ladies and hold on. Espera. Vamos a buscar la foto. Give me 1 second. Rolly Romero. You forgot about Ishmael Borrazo. El viejito. You better give Ishmael his rematch. You talk about Ryan Garcia rematch. You got to give Ishmael, el viejito, his rematch. Because el viejito te rompió la boquita. El viejito, man, he was beating up Rolly Romero, bro. That was one of the biggest robberies of the year. Ishmael Barrasso deserves his rematch. Don't be talking shit about Ryan Garcia that way. Why you don't want the rematch with Ishmael Barrasso, a.k.a. El Viejo Palo Viejo? Huh? You better give Ishmael his rematch. We ain't forget. We ain't forget. Yeah, Rolly Romero want to stay shut with this one. I know if Devin Haney doesn't want to fight you, or Ryan Garcia doesn't want, we need Ishmael Barrasso, El Viejo, the senior citizen, bingo on a Sunday to come back in the ring and get his opportunity. Yeah. Oh, you think that Ishmael he's still working. I see him on Sundays playing bingo with the aunties and shit like that. No, he's ready. He's ready for this jelly. He is ready to go, ready to fight. You know that old bones is strong, bro. Rolly, don't be running from Ishmael, bro. I spoke to Ishmael. I ain't saying that you want to fight me a rematch. It's not fair. I work hard all my life. I work hard all my life to get to position. I get to position. I get my opportunity. And they robbing me. Yes, they robbing me, Porsche Tronqueo. They robbing me, no good, no fair for me. This guy, Rolly Romero, and everybody don't believe in Oman. Don't believe in the Oman, the older the better, the sweeter the juice. They don't believe in me. But I want my opportunity again, okay? Tell them, help me out. Everybody forgot about me, the Ishmael, El Barrasso, El Viejo. They forget about me. It's no right. They robbing me, Ponche Tronqueo. They robbing me. We need to get it back in the ring, bruh. We need Ishmael to get back in the ring, bruh. Bring Barrasso back, bruh. Bring Barrasso back. Highway, that was a highway robbery. But see, that's what I mean, bruh. That we pick and choose when to call for fights, man. We left that man hanging, bro. We left Ishmael Barrasso hanging. In any other robbery, we like, yo, he deserves his robbery. I mean, he deserves his fight back, right? Every time, but because he was not a hype fighter, he shouldn't get his opportunity, right? Because we want to see Rolly and Devin. We want to see Rolly and Ryan. We want to see Rolly and whoever. Nah, how about Ishmael Barrasso? We're going to keep his name alive, bruh. We're going to keep his name alive. But I think Devin Haney will beat Rolly Romero. Again, I think that I knew that the fight between Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez, that the winner was going to have the opportunity to face Ryan Garcia with the victory if he was going to beat Mario Barrios. So I think they're going to try everything impossible to get the Shakur Stevenson and Ryan Garcia. But there's so many fights, man. I think that is all good that we mixing, that everybody's calling out each other. Everybody's attaching their name to one another. Everybody putting their names on every hat. But at this point, I think now is way overwhelming. Like, everybody is calling out everybody. Like, it has to be, okay, Keyshawn, who do you want? Who do you want? Realistically. So the people could get behind that one fight. I know everybody is trying to hit the algorithm. Everybody's trying to hit the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Attaching their names to whoever is relevant. I get it. I get it. That's what everybody is doing right now. That's what everybody is doing right now. Trying to attach their name to whoever is relevant. He lost the popularity contest, yeah. But I even think that Rolly Romero, that what is it? Michelle or what's his name? Jackson Martinez. I think that he got robbed too. I think they robbed him too. The Dominican. The first robbery with Rolly Romero. I think they robbed him too. Rolly Romero, we talk a lot about Luther Cuba has done wonders with Rolly, and Mayweather Promotions has done wonders with Rolly. You know what I'm saying? Always putting him in position. So, yeah, man. But I don't think that people is asking the right questions. And I want to know why these media folks, they're not asking the right questions. And it's weird. It is a curious case, yes. But it's weird with the turkey out shake dilemma, though, Queso. We're like, where is Queso? I mean, where is Turkey? Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney and Rolly Romero PBC offer. Like, so you going away from you just made $12 million reporting with Turkey. You know that PBC is not going to give $12 million to Devin Haney to fight Rolly. So what's going on? They love gifting Rolly. Yeah, man. Rolly's been, yo, you got to give, PBC has done wonders with Rolly and Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios headline, Tank pay-per-view, Thurman pay-per-view, Pacquiao pay-per-view, Ryan pay-per-view, Mario Barrios on the card with Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Mario Barrios, I think, with the co-main of with Ugas versus Ugas on the Canelo Alvarez versus Jamel Charlo. Yo, you got to give it as much as we give credit to Keith Connolly, Rick, what's his name? Bill Haney, Lou DeCuba, and other people that's managing these careers. Bob Santos, yo, they've been doing a hell of a job, bro. They've been doing a hell of a job. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But I want to see, I would like to see that Rolly and Devin unification, but I think that has a great build-up. Remember, it was Rolly that gave the name to Devin Haney, Davina. You remember Davina? That was Rolly that named Devin Davina. You know what I'm saying? That was Rolly. Rolly created this picture. He's the one that created Davina Haney. But I truly think that Davina will beat the shit out of Rolly Romero. I think so. Yeah, I remember Davina. Yeah, I think that Rolly beats the crap out of Davina. I think Davina beats Devin, whatever. Yeah, Devin beats. Shout out to Devin. You know, all jokes. You know what I'm saying? Devin is a cool cat, bro. I've met him. He's a real down to earth cool cat. You know, so when I had a chance to speak to him, you know, even after, I'm like, Devin is really hard to hate as a person. If you ever meet Devin is hard, like, to hate. Like, he doesn't have that energy. Like, you the energy, of course, Bill Haney talk his shit, but Bill is funny at the same time. Bill talk his shit, but Bill is funny at the same time. And you can't get mad that Devin Haney gets the bag and gets the legacy. See, there's fighters out there that's just getting the bag. See, Conor Ben is getting the bag. He ain't getting the legacy. Devin Haney is in position for bag and legacy. And to be honest, at this point, ain't nothing coming easy. And he's going after this. He said yes. See, that's another thing. And I was talking about this yesterday. If this was before the fight. Hey, yo, Kessel, let me ask you a question, Kessel. This was them before when they made the deal with Turkey Out Shake before their fight in Times Square. So they hashed out the VADA situation. They hashed out the lawsuit. Everything went out the window. Everybody was on the same page. Devin Haney, they didn't care about the A side, B side, because even Bill Haney said it, that Turkey Out Shake takes away that A side, B side shenanigans. So why now in the recent interview is Devin Haney, or why is Ryan Garcia talking about that he's not the B side? And why is Devin Haney talking about like if he's the A side? Why are we having this conversation now? Why is testing and everything? Because we all know that once you win the WBC and you a champion, You already enrolled into VADA. That was the deal for him to get back his license, to be tested and all of that. He had to show all of that. And to be re-ranked by the WBC, he had to enroll into VADA. So why not? And that's what I mean. Like, where's Turkey in all of this? I ain't gonna lie. If I was Turkey, I wouldn't fuck with them either. Tom Scared. Yeah, man. I think, and I do the skits. Hey, yo, okay, so I do the skits. But when I'm doing the skits, I'm actually saying the truth and how I believe how Turkey Al Sheikh feels about this. I truly feel like Turkey Al Sheikh is disgusted with what happened in Times Square and what's been happening. You know what I'm saying? I truly think that Turkey Al Sheikh is, I'm tired of this. The prince in my country don't give a fuck about them anymore. He's saying, Turkey, you're wasting your time with this boxing Americans. You're wasting your fucking time. Do not bring him to this country, all right? Do not bring him. Think about it. Turkey Al Sheikh trying to pump the prince out there in Saudi. Or, my friend, we have some good. I am bringing the entertainment to our country. I'm telling you, boxing is the way. You remember back in the days? Prince, do you remember the Mike Tyson and the Sugar Ray Leonard? I am going to bring it back. And then he brought Canelo Alvarez to fight William Skull. What a boring event. He's telling the prince, I would bring Canelo. I would make sure he would not fight Jake Paul. And I would bring the greatest entity right now in boxing to our country. Man. And he dropped the ball. He dropped the ball. Canelo Alvarez, that was one of the boringest fights. The Prince was ain't like that. Think about it. The Times Square, boring. And then you have fighters, even Bill said, we try to secure the bag. That's why I made my son fight like that, to secure the bag. So little by little, these motherfuckers are not going all out. They trying to secure their bag, be after their bag. What the fuck is wrong? This is what you wanted. I'd give you money. You'd perform like this. Or you're just looking for the next big payday. That's what it is. Oh, everyone want payday and payday. It's not only the Mr. Andre. Everyone payday. They're taking advantage of my pay. And I think that Turkey Al Sheikh got fed up. You think Haney and Garcia would do 750K? I think so. I think especially if Garcia and Bill and Devin really heats it up in promo, it would do more than Earl Spence and Bud Crawford. I think it would do more. Because not only could they push this, everybody will be in. Everybody, all the podcasts from outside of the sport of boxing, the sport, it will be chaos. It will be, everybody will be talking about this. Everybody will be talking about, and it has momentum, and also it has legacy behind it. Like even professionally, journalistic wise, professionally, this is a unified welterweight championship bout. The last unified welterweight championship bout was Bud and Spence. And then you had your Thurman on CBS versus Danny Garcia. And before that, it was years. You know what I'm saying? So Devin Haney versus Ryan is just not huge in terms of promo. It's just not huge just in rematch. But it's also a real, the best of the best welterweights unifying the titles. This is really the best fight and the best right now in one of the most lucrative historically division in boxing. So I think it's going to do more than some. I really think it could, with the right promo and the right push, I think it could do $1 million. I think it could do $1 million. He said, nah, standing on it's a boots guy. No. That's not, that wasn't. Yeah. The boots are standing, but that wasn't. That That fight is almost like if Shakur Stevenson would have fought Gutierrez or Joe Cordina. But yeah, you're right about that, Jose. You're right about that. But this is a big fight. This is twice as is better than the first fight. And I always said that the rematch is just as lucrative, more lucrative than the first fights in the history. And again, as much as people don't like people talking about the Osterman and the Vada, that's what's building this fight. That's what's gonna build this fight. All the entities, all the ingredients for this to be. This is a bigger fight than Shakur and Ryan Garcia. I think it has more of a backstory, promo, all of that. And look, they have a built-in excuse, which is a legit excuse. We don't like excuses in the sport of boxing, but as much as yes, there's an excuse, that's a legitimate excuse. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney has a legitimate excuse. But right now, where we at in life, we this is an era of instant gratifications. This is great timing. And right now in the sport of boxing, we've seen enough of people throwing the monkey wrench. If Rolly beats Devin, oh yeah, then the Rolly versus Ryan rematch. But we don't want in boxing. There's too much monkey wrenches being thrown that we don't need these interim fights before the big fight. You understand? Rolly and Devin is great, but it's not greater than Ryan and Devin. You know what I'm saying? And put it this way, they could always run that shit back with Rolly. If Devin loses to Ryan Garcia, right? Again, he only lost to one person. The Devin and the Rolly fight is still a good fight for the generation. Devin and T.O. is still a good fight. Doesn't matter that T.O. lost to Shakur. That's still a good fight. It may not be the main fight, but it's still a great fight for this generation. You know what I'm saying? But get the big fight now. You know what I'm saying? The fight needs to happen now. So I understand why people want Vergil and Boots, because we don't want no monkey wrenches thrown in the way. Because at 154 is a possibility that the monkey wrench is being thrown. Ain't nothing easy at 154, like I've been saying for years. So, look, a lot of things is happening, a lot of things is moving, and I can't wait to see what's next. Let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all already know, man. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button. It's Punch Run Boxing. I'm going to, record more videos throughout the day. Thank you for the people that tuned in tonight, today. Tomorrow we back at it, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, 7:30 or 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm really trying to do the regular stuff. The kiddos is going to sleep and all that stuff. Y'all already know, man. Good looking out for supporting the channel, man. God bless y'all. Oh, yo, you know what I was, and this is, hey, yo, Queso, if you're still on, you was talking about the BMW, the BMW car, right? This is the dream car right here. Here's the dream car right here. Ain't nothing beats this. Ain't nothing beats this. I like, this is the shit. This is the shit. I was waiting on Queso because he was talking about that. I was checking out the BMW shit that he was talking about. Hey, yo, I get this shit. I don't give a damn. I don't care about no other car. I don't care about no damn Lamborghini, Rolls Royce, Bentleys and BMs and Audis and private planes. This is the shit. Anyway, man, God bless each and every one of y'all, man. Hey, yo, right? That's my dream. That's my dream car. I don't care about none of that. Even though the other shits is exotic, but that right there. And you know, I was thinking about that when it was a snowstorm over here. I was like, man, yo, that's gonna be my next whip. The next time I just gotta work for that TRX. I'm gonna work for that TRX, Queso, because that's, yo. I was like, man, throughout this blizzard, man, I would have just ran through the snow. Yo, I test drove that shit. When was it? 2 years ago. Yo, The horsepower, yo, that shit makes you, I don't know, you gotta test drive that shit, Queso. Yo, that shit is like, yo, you feel like there's no other car that ever like it makes you feel like you know when you're in a truck, so it's like you're looking down, it makes you feel like you can overpower anybody in the road, bro. Yo, that power is, and we was talking about that. I'm not this car guy. Yo, you ever follow, so you ever follow Tall Guy Review? Man, he used to be the man back then, bro. He used to have, and then he got married and got with the chick, and then he stopped doing car reviews and shit like that. But I've seen him when he made it from the bottom to the top. You know what I'm saying? When he just was living with his mom, had the little Dodge, and I used to follow him because I got the Dodge Durango and he has the Dodge Challenger, so I wanted to learn more about my car and shit like that. Truck Torque isn't, yo. That Hellcat TRX, bro, is something else, man. Yo, if you ever get the chance, test drive that shit, bro. If you ever get the chance, yo, test drive that shit. And go to that highway, bro. Yo, like I've drove from New York to Vegas with a Durango. I can't even imagine how I would drive especially from that Colorado, the Utah. That in Utah, you could drive like 120 miles per hour for an hour, bro. Yo. Low nose boxing in the building. What's good, bruv? Yeah, man, it's insane, man. That's the dream car right there. That's the dream car. Let me see what Low nose boxing. Brian Norman Jr. has a new trainer. Tio needs the same. Que se busca el trainer. Díselo a Tio tú. Hey, yo, Lonos Boxing, you tell Tio, man. He got a damn Instagram y toda esa vaina. I rock with Senior, bro. Shout out to Tio Senior, man. I told everybody. It was a Tio's Female Lopez Senior's fault. Man, he was giving him some great instructions in the corner, bro. Tio Senior was giving the instructions that I would have gave Tio if I was in the corner. Hey, yo, if I was in the corner, I would have gave the same instructions that Tio Female Lopez Senior was giving him. Huh? Sober. Huh? I would have said, yo, Tio, where the power at, bro? Wake up, Tio. Fuck, man. He ain't doing anything special, man. Man, slip that motherfucking jab and do what we... Man, come on, man. What's your athleticism, bro? Come on, man. Wake the fuck up. Hey, I would have given the same instruction. Shout out to Tio Senior, man. My prayers go out to Senior as well, bro. My prayers go out to my friend, bro. He my friend. I leave my friend alone, man. He's good for the job, bro. He was in the corner with Loma. He was in the corner with Josh Taylor. I know that my guy could come with a great game plan, bro. Trying to diss my guy Senior. Nah, Senior's the man, bro. Senior's one of the realest motherfuckers you were gonna ever meet, bro. Where's the power, bro? Yo, but my prayers go out, man. Everybody that's, has to struggle with certain things, man. Whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Senior is getting the help that he deserves, man. And I pray for my brother, man. I pray for Senior, man. Senior's a real good dude, man. He's real, man. He's a real dude, and I pray for Senior. Hopefully, get the help. He's doing good right now, and he gets the help that he deserves. I mean, we all been in situations where, and I tell Senior, man, people got to understand Senior's story, bro. Like, people see Senior's parents died early, bro. He said it before on this channel. His mother, killed herself. Her father suicide. So, bro, he's been through a lot, man. Senior been through a lot. And I think that people don't understand him because they don't understand his story. You know what I'm saying? He had to raise himself in situation. He lost his parents real young. Never felt that type of love because they left him young. And Senior got a tough story, man. And soon, you know what I'm saying? I told Senior, we got to do a documentary, bro. Let's do it, man. I'll record it. Let's narrate how you say it? Narrate this. But Tio's is a real one, man. He got a story, man. His story is like a book, man. But I'm proud of the guy, man. We all have our little issues here and there that we're trying to get better. I'm not a person, you know what I'm saying, to down people on their downfall, you know, like me. I had some alcohol issues and shit like that. Man, I think about drinking right now. Put it that way. You know what I'm saying? It's not it's certain people got their demons, you know, some people deal with certain things in different ways, you know? Um and shit. Sometimes I gotta talk myself out of like, oh man, I don't want to go to the bar. I don't, not because I don't get my shit like that, but sometimes I'm like, I'm just watching a Knick game. Did I have to drink today? You know what I'm saying? But there's certain issues that people go through in life, and you try to medicate yourself, or you try to self, how you saying, like therapeutic in certain ways, like running this past just to get over my grandma's death. And I thought I needed to go to rehab, needed to go to a therapist. Like I was like, I need to go to a therapist or whatever. And I just started running, bro, and running, you know, really was talking to myself. So I'm gonna do a show, bro. We got to do an intervention show, man. And I want people on the panel. I've been saying this for a while. People on the panel to jump on the panel so we could be there for one another as brothers, as boxing brothers, but we could be there for one another and give each other's pointers. Because I think a lot of people we stress ourselves, we die in silence because we men and we keep a lot of things inside. We always try to be strong all the time, and we not allowed to show our weak points or emotional or talk to somebody, because if you talk to people then they understand you're going through something or whatever. But you know, but man, yeah, man, it's tough, you know. And I think that's the only way that us men, us brothers, could talk to one another and really be there for one another, have platforms, and we could just, you know, one of my I was talking about that the other day. One of the guys hit me up and I said, yo, anybody got a problem, hit me up with an email. Yo, we've been chopping it up and helping them go through certain things. I was thinking about Kalua. If y'all remember Kalua, if y'all found the channel Kalua, Kalua was suffering from cancer. And I was thinking about this yesterday because I turned the live off and I'm like, oh man, there was not a lot of people. Um, um, there's not a lot of people on supporting the channel. The numbers is not up to par, whatever. And I was reading an email that Kalua messaged me back in 2021 before he died. The month before he died, right? And his wife wrote to me and said that the last year was rough, but because of your channel and you going live, that was the only time that she saw her husband in a good mood or laughing through. He was going through chemo and all that stuff before he died. So I was reading an email this morning because I was thinking about Kalua. I was reading an email and one of the emails said basically that I'm happy about your content. I'm grateful that you go long lives. That because I used to do long lives like 9 hours, 8 hours, few people looking on, like even right now. But and then I started thinking like, yo, yesterday, like you don't know who you helping out. You don't know who, you know. And then I almost lost sight of that yesterday. I'm like, nah, man, let me just keep on doing what I'm doing. I don't give a damn if it's 100 people looking on, 200 people, 20 people, 2 people looking on, because I know from experience that sometimes even doing this is therapeutic. You know, even creating content, talking about boxing is therapeutic. And sometimes people could be wanting to do something else, and me going live may keep people from doing something. I had one of my supporters. I'm not gonna say his name, right? And I hope that he's doing well. I haven't seen him in a while, but he's like, yo, Punch, I'm suicidal. And every time you go live, this was like what 3 years ago, 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. He said, every time you go live, the thought of killing myself, I don't think about it for while you go live, and I forget about it until the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know who you talking to. You don't know. We don't know. We just think we talking boxing, but it's entertainment. People cope with it. This is their therapy. And you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to fuck who looking on. If it's just one person looking on, you know, I'm rocking with you. You rocking with me, you know? So y'all already know, man. About to go and I know the kids is sleeping, but let me see if I can wake them up, tell them good night. Love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.